All right there. Hi, everybody. Keith Scott-Mumby here at home. I've got to tell you, we live up in the mountains in the Sierra foothills, and there's a hell of a gale blowing outside. I don't know if you'll hear that on the soundtrack, but anyway, I'm here to introduce this beautiful lady whose name is Linda Van Kessler.
Hello, nice to see you all.
Right, now let me tell the folks why we're here, Linda, because you're a friend, you're staying with us, and your husband Charles, and you brought with you this really, what I found quite a shocking story, a horrifying story about a child who was, badly, well busted, like almost squashed like a tomato.
Yes.
And it's a very sad story because of the circumstances, really. I mean, bad things happen, even to good people. But the circumstances make this particularly tragic, don't they? And just explain for the folks what it was you told me. I mean, what happened to this child? It was a road traffic accident.
Yeah, on October 18th at 9 a.m. in the morning, the baby, who was 18 months old, was being wheeled in his stroller on the way to the park by his grandfather. They were on the sidewalk when a teen drunk driver, and also high on marijuana, came out of nowhere and struck them. The baby was thrown out of his stroller, his spinal cord and his brainstem were separated, and he had multitude of injuries clinging to life.
Let me just say for the European audience, a stroller is a pushchair or a pram, or something.
Yeah,
right. So they know what that is. But yeah, so they were doing their own thing, what they should be doing. They were in the correct part of the road for pedestrians, and this car charged up on the sidewalk and mowed them down.
Yes.
And what happened to the kiddie?
Well, the baby was airlifted to Children's Hospital in San Diego, where he remains in a coma. He's paralyzed, partial blindness, and he's had 5 surgeries. He has the 6th one next week. And he was not given a very good prognosis at all.
Right. I mean, one of the problems that the family, well, tell us about the family, the parents. I mean, what did they go through? Who are the parents? The young kids you told me.
Yeah, the parents are a lovely couple. They're 21 years old. And
I say kids. I mean, that's only because I'm in my 60s.
And very hardworking, just nice, quiet, humble people. And they got the call no parent ever wants to get at work, and that their child was critically injured. And the mom's had to quit her job, and the dad works as much as he can, but he runs to the hospital, spends every spare minute there. They actually sleep in the baby's room every night, and it's just been a trauma for them because not only the accident, but the circumstances of the accident, and they've had to go through the hearings, the court hearings, and that's been very difficult. There's been a lot of media attention on it because of the nature of the driver being a teen. So they've been thrust from really anonymity all of a sudden into the media, and
it's a kind of limelight you don't want.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Now, of course, they're facing a huge financial challenge. I mean, this is America, right? You do the things the way you do here, but most people in the rest of the world don't do it that way. But
That's
you know,
right.
if you get sick and get hurt and you haven't got any money, you're in big trouble.
Yes.
So this is where you stepped in, isn't it?
I did. I read about the article in the paper, and I'm a mom. I love kids. And it just really spoke to my heart. So I went to the hospital and found the family and asked them how I could help. They have no health insurance. The teen was uninsured, and they're left struggling with bills that are mounting $30,000 a day.
$30,000 a day?
It's not even
This is intensive
fathomable.
care, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. This is folks that are probably not even earning $30,000 in a year, and
That's
all of a sudden that's per day,
Yeah,
just
per
to keep
day.
their kiddies alive.
Yes, and so it's just been such a struggle for them, and they're worried how, they're going to keep going with these mounting costs. There's the idea that the baby may stay in the hospital up to 6 months. They just don't know the future with him.
Right, so you stepped in to help out.
I did.
You're not any richer than the rest of us, but you understand media, yeah? I know from your history, and you decided to help. So what's happening now?
I did. So I asked them what they needed, and what they really needed was people to step forward and help them and know that the baby had a secure future as far as if he needs rehabilitation, if they need to get a van later on for him, for a wheelchair. Just be prepared for all the scenarios that are going to be thrust on them with not a lot of time to prepare. So I'm putting together a fundraiser with 2.5 weeks notice at a major hotel in San Diego. They're donating the space. Adrian Gonzalez, one of the very well-known baseball players in San Diego. The
Yeah.
San Diego Padres has donated his time and is coming. So it's going to be a wonderful event where hopefully the whole community will step up, especially in this holiday season, to really support this family and get behind them.
Right. Well, obviously people can help. You know, if somebody wants to help, we'll give them a number where they can call you or call somebody and make a donation, maybe, or a website where they can find their way through to do that. And, you know, and
Yes.
try and help out, because right now the family needs cash more than anything. This hospital taxi
Yes.
meters running
Yes.
click, click, click at $30,000 a day. That's
Oh,
pretty.
it's not
Now,
even
I also wanted to
fathomable.
talk to you about. I mean, I'm just very wary of this medical care. I mean, you told me something really quite shocking about the doctors, which is they weren't being doctors, they were being undertakers. They just said, this kid's busted, we can't fix him, he's going to die, and refused to even believe that this child might survive. In fact, it got so bad, they called in the organ donors team right in front of the parents, and with the child not even dead, they're trying to recycle this child. He's not even dead yet, which I think is horrific beyond belief. But the story actually took a wonderful turn after that, didn't it? Almost as if
It
to
did.
say, you know, to those
Yeah,
doctors. what-
yeah, that's right, because the doctors had come to the parents with the MRI report, telling them that their baby will never improve at all from the status he's in right now, which is comatose. And the dad called me just beside himself, saying, my son's got to get better, I can't accept this. And so about 3 days later, he called me, and he was so excited, and he said the baby actually started breathing on his own, which was a
Wow.
huge step. The doctor said he would never do that. And
Why do
he's,
doctors do these things? You know, you have 6 months to live, or you'll never walk again.
Yeah.
There are so many hundreds of thousands of stories that prove doctors are wrong when they do
oh,
that.
I know. And
Anyway,
he's-
this is a great.
It is. It's a great tribute to the perseverance of parents and knowing what's right in your heart, and just moving forward with what you think you have to do and defying the odds. And
Now, did you tell me when you were there, this kiddie opened his eyes?
he
even?
did.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
did. We were at his bedside. He opened his eyes, and the parents are now playing for him little videos on his little food tray, just to stimulate his brain. They don't know exactly what he can hear. They don't believe he can see anything because his eyes shift in the direction of people, but he does not track and follow their finger.
Right.
But at least they're stimulating him, and there's a little bit more reaction from him with his hands, with his feet.
I can tell you, this is early days, right? 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's just
Kiddies
about.
have the most
yes.
fantastic powers of, you know, it's almost like you can cut off an arm and they'll grow a new one. They're right, you know, he's less than 2 years from being
Yes.
a fetus embryo that was growing and multiplying and making arms and legs and all this stuff. So all that vitality's there, and I hope he
Yeah.
does really well.
Yeah,
It's
we're
a
all just
horrible
pulling for
story,
him.
but you know, there's still this human element, and you know, the parents you said are lovely people, and
Yeah.
you and Charles helping that. I think that's a great story. So we're going to flash the number that they can call if they want to make a donation with you. You know, I'm not CNN News. I only have a shortened subscriber list.
Yes.
But there's a lot of good folks on that list, and I'm sure
Yeah.
they'd like to help out, even if it's
Yes.
only 10 or 20 bucks here and there.
Yeah, anything helps at this point.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. All right, thanks,
And,
then. Well, thanks for coming and
okay.
talking. Anything else
Thank
you want to
you.
say to the folks, apart from what we said?
Well, I just
Didn't
think
wanna
it's important to
interrupt.
step up when you see something that speaks to your heart, even if you don't know the people. I think it's just important to take your time, and people are busy, people are running here and there, they have schedules and meetings, but you need to leave enough room in your life for the unexpected, to step forward and help people that are in much greater need than yourself. You know, we
Right.
think we're in bad situations until we go to the bedside of a child like this and see these parents just so distraught that how can you not help?
Right. Well, then you're a shining example of compassion. Oh, that reminds me of something. We should say this. You have a charity that you run with your husband, Charles.
We do.
What's it called? Give me
Passion for Kids.
Passion for Kids. And kids, Kids, is kids in distress, yeah?
In desperate situations.
Desperate situations, that's
Yes,
it.
yeah.
So, I mean, you're already up to the plate with this, with kids
Yeah,
anyway.
we
just
love to
be a
spend
help.
our life doing
So
that.
I think people should also go and look at the website. Would you like to send them to the kids?
Yeah, it's
kids in-
passion for, the number 4, kids.com.
Okay, passion,
For
digit
kids.
4, kids.com.
Right, .com.
Okay, thanks for your time, Linda.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
thank you. Nice to be with you.
Take care.